In 6th place, we have Richard Rhodes. And in 5th place, we have the last of our quarter-finalists, Tom Casey. Moving on to the finalists in the 3rd place playoff. Finishing in 4th place ended up being Paul Jones. Third place in this year's Brisbane Masters. What are we up to? 1,700. Wowee. If only I hadn't played better. Good. Anyway, $1,700 and a trophy or a plaque there for Anthony Cirillo. Congratulations, Anthony. I'll get that too somehow. Runner-up in 2025 Brisbane Masters. He is a former Brisbane Masters champion and picks up $2,500 plus plaque. Gino Demios. Congratulations, Gino. And for the 2nd year running, we have Brisbane Masters champion 2025. Well, not 2nd year running, but yeah, he has won it 2 years in a row now. How much we got? Only $3,200. Not bad. And measly little plaque to go with it as well. But yeah, congratulations, Escher Lefcott once again. Now, before I do pass the mic back to Jimmy, I've got a special award that we need to give out. So, now we do these little novelty awards and like best in shows and things like that, but something happened over the last few days that basically meant that we had to create an award for this particular event. Some of you know the story. And it goes back to the best card tournament. And it was on a game called Stranger Things. And it involved this gentleman to my left, your right, my left. And basically during that particular game, a certain Jimmy Nails started multi-ball, as normal, as you do. And God knows what he did, but partway through that multi-ball, all of a sudden the game decides to go into ball search mode. And I'm sure us pinball players would know that if you're in ball search mode during the middle of play, it means you are hitting absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. Now, it's rare that it happens in single ball play, but for in multi-ball to be not hitting absolutely anything. So we've been thinking about it over the last few days, and we have this special little award. Sorry it's not wrapped up, and a thank you to a few people that I've been speaking to the last few days, but we have come up with what's known as the Lost and Found Award. And basically with the Lost and Found Award, you know, it ties in with the college theme of BPAC 2025, where, you know, you go to Lost and Found at the office or whatever it might be, and there's a lot of random crap there. So we basically do have a box of random crap here as an award for Jimmy. However, legend has it that the machine is actually still in ball search mode. And I'm very pleased to say we've actually finally found those balls and included it as part of this award for Mr. Jimmy Nails. Congratulations, Jimmy.
That's your punishment, mate. 10 push-ups. I did my push-ups like a good boy. So I give people shit all the time for stuff like that. If you see yourself playing Harlem, 5 push-ups. So I copped it. Thank you all so much. That was beautiful. Very well deserved. As Lambo's wandering away, this weekend couldn't have gone better. Everything went so smoothly. I think 10 push-ups to make you out of breath. It's all the pinballs I moved, actually. You don't see it here, obviously, because you're only here for a few days, but Lambo works on this stuff year long. He puts in hundreds of hours on his phone, on the bus, at home, sitting up late at night, just getting the data into the workbooks and the data into match play is tens upon tens upon tens of hours. Every time there's a change, Lambo's got to deal with it, but it takes so much, and the layout this year, spreading us across both rooms, couldn't have been better. We always had pinball to play, we got breaks, we got food, so it just goes, it's a lot of work and it's very, very thoughtfully considered, and it worked beautifully this year, so please, ladies and gents, give it up for Lambo again, Alright, forgive me because my brain is mush. I have lots of thank yous. There's going to be a lot more clapping. But we've got our nice awards. We've got some thank yous. But we'll start with all of us. That was easily the best behaved BPAC of all time. There was 214 people here yesterday. There was 30 people down here. There was 100 and something guests, but it felt like we were running a Tuesday night at Netherworld. Like it was so easy. Everyone was so calm. You're all very professional. You know where to stand. You know how to stand. You know how to get out of the way. You know how to call for a TD. You know just everyone's behaviour was very professional, very mature. I know it was the same here, and everyone did the right thing around the consoles as well. Everyone here gets a gold star. Congratulations. You're very welcome. I don't have any gold stars. Just want to thank you all as well. There's people, I know a lot of you travelled from interstate. There's people here from overseas. So, you know, that to Lambo and I, that's you know, it's a nod, it feels like a nod to us that people are willing to travel. They're willing to book holidays, and they're willing to take time off to spend time here with us. So, thank you all so much for that support. The venue here itself, Shaylee in the kitchen, Tim and Morgs and Chelsea and everyone behind the bar have just been so patient with us. Give it up for the bar staff. To the machine donators, anyone here, everyone put your hand up in here if you are donating a machine to this event. Oh yeah, give it up for those guys. Play those guys a beer now, they're putting their babies in here, they're getting just thrown around, left in the rain, what the hell, man? I couldn't do that again. Twice? That's going to be my new other 5 bit. But yes, without those guys it'd be impossible. The machines also behaved unbelievably, to the techs on the Kongs, to the techs on the machines. Jeff and Dennis and Adam over here, everyone helped them on the periphery. Stu, Pete, Alex, John Grist, everything just ran so smoothly, no issue was too big or too small. So please give a round of applause for that as well. Thank you. The other thing about these events is the streams, right? They're like an archive, they're like how we keep a history of everything that we do. They might look simple when you're watching from home, but they're essentially little baby studios with little baby studio equipment, and they're nowhere near as simple as they look. and the people that dedicate their time to it. Again, those hours spent researching how to do things, they're buying equipment, they're practicing at home. It's not just done here on the fly in 20 minutes before an event. So Matthew Broderick in this room, give it up for our commentators, Phil Day in the middle there, running the top screen, Phil. And Stacey on the masters at the end, making us look pro. To all our sponsors, I said this earlier, but you know, we get sponsorship in a variety of different ways. If you're ever thinking about sponsoring BPAC, you know, we're a legit organisation. We account for every dollar. We're an incorporated association, so we take what we do very seriously. We have accounting and stuff, so we take it seriously. So we get sponsorship in a variety of ways, whether it's through printing or cash or machines or the movement of machines. But without this, it's impossible. There's so much that goes into it. The marquees outside, so everything. So to Dr. John, to Noodle Shirt, to Carson, to Netherworld, AMD. Bill's here from Pinball Movies. If you've ever met Bill, buy Bill a beer. And the Hutchies. So we can't thank them enough. I love doing this one because I don't get to do it very often. But this event never leaves my brain. I work on it all year, especially this month. So I don't spend a lot of time at home. So please give up for my wife. Beck's going to be decent for me tonight as well. Alright, let's get to our fun ones, because then we can go play some more pinball. I think I got through everything. If I did forget anything, I'm very sorry. We love doing our best of shows and then our kind of themed awards. Lambo can absolutely give those out. That would be amazing. Well, let's do our best of shows. So our best of show, electromechanical, is a pretty easy win this year. Anyone in the crowd want to guess what it is? Volley! Let's go, Garrett! I've been asking Garrett to bring this game just so I can give him this award. There you go. Garrett, absolutely gorgeous. Pleasure. Best in show, Solid State up in the back corner. It might have received this award before, but we don't care because it's unbelievable. But it's a Grand Quids, Grand Lizard, those beautiful machines are there, seen in the live. Oh, he was hiding too. Well done, Grand Queen. Give it up, mates. This one was a tough one. Best DMD. Probably not what you would expect. I mean, the lineup this year was eclectic, which was what we were asking for and what we wanted. But this machine featured in a bunch of finals. Super fun to play. We love hearing the sound of the bugs. But the DMD best of show was Starship Troopers. This was Andre Thompson from Melbourne. Yeah, Andre! Close your eyes! Alright, best of show modern. It's a bit dark right now, but it was beautiful for 3 or 5 or 3.5 of the weekend. But atmospheric, beautiful, intense, but modern. Best of show modern goes to June. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. John. Thank you, Dr. John. Dr. John air-freighted that game over just so I could be here for BPAC. So thank you very much, mate. The arcades are included in this as well. Our overall best of show goes to one of the arcades in the middle there. The weird kind of sit-down angly one is called a Chulix. Extremely rare, one of only a few in the country. So that goes to Dennis Edmonds, who's not here unfortunately, but thank you, Dennis. Alright, just got a few fun awards before we get into the Flip Frenzy. In theme, we've got our prom king and our prom queen of class of BPAC 2025. One of them's gone home, but this goes to this has been given because these two people, they're part of the committee. They're on the volunteer list. They are the first to ask what needs to be done, and they're the first here in the mornings. They're one of the last to leave. And not just this week, but for the last 6 months, they message me every morning and say what needs to be done, because we know there's stuff that needs to be done. So your prom king and prom queen of BPAC class of 2025 is Mike and Reed Corlican. We have a few other ones. We have the AV club leader, AV club captain, AV club champion. Pretty easy one to guess. Give it up for Matthew Broderick. Our next award is the Star Athlete. This person's gone to a person who put in hours that they literally physically did not have. They have a 3-week-old baby at home, but we still managed to come in, set up all the comms, somehow went home and didn't sleep for 3 hours, and then came back and set them up again, and then went home and looked after a baby and then came back again. He's not here, but Dennis Edmonds, please give him a round of applause. Very gracefully supported. This is the Extra Credit Award. He was very gracefully and kind of quietly, but not quietly. It was easy for us to spot, but he was very well supported. And that award goes to Jeff. Well done, Jeff Suller. The Teacher's Pet Award. It's mine and Lambo's favourite little human. This person can't wait to do this job again. It's been the best 6 months of his life working for me and Lambo. He cannot wait to do this again. He's going to start tomorrow. But this award is going to go to the person that curated one of the most funnest and eclectic pinball lineups we've ever had. He had to call people for months and months on end. He organised all the pickups. He organised everything he did to this lineup. Mr. Alex Hendrickson, ladies and gentlemen. Class Clown Award. The best laugher or laughs in the room. I only have one award. I was planning to glue that to 2 cases of beer, but we'll get there, I promise. We got lots of beer to give away in the back. But the best laughs in the room, we're actually in this room. They're around the consoles for the most part. But they go to Tagster and Ben Banasic, please, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Banasic. Next, we're going to cut the beer for you too. Our Math Lead Award. Loves maths, loves numbers. Maybe, I'm not really sure, but what he can do is curate events, can come up with amazing formats, can keep people engaged and interested across 5 days. But our Math Lead of BPAC class of 2025 goes to John Tannehill. Thank you, JT. Thank you for everything you did for the arcades and top tables. This person's not here, but this was the Drama Club Award. This was going to the person who was Was very fun to be around, was smiling and laughing the whole time, played pinball out of their skin the whole weekend, competed in a lot of the arcade events over here, was the life of the party over here, and was the life of the party in the pinball. Unfortunately, he's gone home, but the Drama Club Award goes to Shane Henning. We have our Dragon's Breath Award for someone who really exemplifies? Is that a word? Help me out. Oh yeah? Sick. Exemplifies what it's like to be a dragon and dragon life and dragon things. And that goes to Esther. What's up, Esther? Esther, can we get a shot of you on pickles, please?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
Last one, I think, is the valedictorian. This event wouldn't have happened without this person, not just this year, but last year. This person is on the BPAC committee. They're on the Maruka Clubhouse committee. They help with this stream, with that stream. They help with the comms. They helped with the arcades. They help locking up at night. They're here first thing in the morning. They're helping with pinballs. If there's something you can't find, they can find it. And this event is better off for it. It wouldn't have happened without them. But your valedictorian of 2025 is Aaron Rayner. Alright, that's it for the awards, fam. We goddamn graduated. Let's go, everybody! Have graduated. Alright, for those who are going to play the Lindsay tonight, you'll please need to check in with Lambo if you haven't already. Lambo has like laser focus, so if you just make eye contact with him, it means you've checked in. You don't have to say anything. You can look at him from that back corner. He will know you're here. Depending how many people are here, we'll use all 3 rooms. We'll put some music on. When you're reporting for the Flip Frenzy, if you're playing, Adam will be in the middle room. Just be conscious when you're reporting. Just say the name of the machine you're on and what your name is of the winner. You don't need to tell Adam how fully sick your third ball was. You don't need to tell Adam anything else. But please do that. Thank you all so much. We love you all. Thank you all.
Yeah, we'll get a line for the Flip Frenzy. We'll get a line up in the middle here so we can start registering names. So bear with me. I need to make sure this Wi-Fi is on.